Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for my transfer watch list for Game Week 37 and a Q&A afterwards if people are around to join me. But let's get on with this transfer watch list for Game Week 37. It is a double game week, and if you're new around here, this is how we do it. We look at the 30 most transferred players and put them in the categories of must buys, great transfers, good transfers are optional lucrative, transfers are gambles, and transfers that we certainly need to avoid for the coming game week ahead. So let's start from the very bottom of that list with Mateta. I think he's an optional player to bring in. He's on a single game week, but he's on a good run of form right now. 9 goals since the new manager has taken over. Great transfer because there are other strikers that you would want in this double game week. So for me, optional player to bring in. Next, we have Garnacho. Right now, I'll be avoiding him. United haven't been looking good. Neither has Garnacho. So, no, I wouldn't be bringing Garnacho into my team at all. The Charles is in. He's going to be playing, but we don't know if how much of his minutes are guaranteed. He has the double game week, both home games against Burnley and Man City. Man City's going to be the harder game, obviously. He will play the ST position and some will drop to the left. I'm going to put him in a good transfer list if you do not already have a Spurs player in your team. Then we have Dallo, another player I probably want to avoid right now with the amount of defensive injuries that United have. He's very unlikely to keep a clean sheet. He could get some attacking returns, but with the games against Arsenal and Newcastle, both very hard, tough games, I don't see him getting anything in return. So for me, I think you should avoid it. Next up, we have Dunk. I think he's an optional player to bring in. Not someone who I'll be like rushing to bring in right now. All into my team, really. But yeah, optional. Next up, we have Bruno. Now, I think Bruno is an optional player to bring in as well right now for midfielder. Got one game at home and a one away game in Man United. I'll put him above probably Dunk. I think actually you have to put him above Mateta because he's got double game week. And he's going to start both games. He's not risk of rotation. Then we have Ben White, single game week. Probably maybe get some attacking returns, maybe against United away, but not someone who I'll be looking to bring in, so I'll be putting him in the optional list as well. Edison, now he could be a good transfer depending if he played both games. But right now we would want to use your Man City transfer on someone else. So for me, you have to put them in optional category for that then, because you would want Haaland, probably Foden or De Bruyne, and Guardiola as the 3 Man City choices. So for me, I have to put Edison in the optional category. Now, Dubravka is a gamble because of Pope's might be making a return. He could play both games, Dubravka, or he could play one game, or he could even play 0 games. So if you don't already have him, I would not be looking to bring him in at all. I have him already in my team, so I have to gamble with it. Basically, can't afford to take another -4 to change my keeper. Next up, we have Gallagher. Not the Chelsea player that I'll be looking to go for. His returns are not that great. He'll probably get you return 1 in every 5 matches. And with 2 away games, Chelsea away from not the best, but they have, in general, have some recent good form. So for me, have to put him in the optional category. And because he's double game week, I'm going to put him below Bruno Guimaraes. Next, we have Pickford. I would avoid him. Yeah, I'll avoid him. Even though it's a single game week, he's got a good game at home. He's likely to keep a clean sheet for this game. But I just want to be bringing him in just in case. Just because Sheffield can score a goal and then the clean sheet gone. I don't see him making many saves, as I don't expect Sheffield to make many chances. Now, Madueke could be a good transfer or gamble. He's probably going to start both games. Has had a recent good form as well. So I'm going to put him on the good transfer list. Someone to partner up with Palmer or another player that you already have for Chelsea. Thiago, I am gonna probably avoid him. I don't see him playing both of those games at all because of his age. They will rotate him. He's probably the most rotational risk out of all of them in the Chelsea team. So for Thiago, I would avoid. Romero, um, I just don't see Spurs keeping a clean sheet at all. He could get attacking returns in the corner, maybe from goal. Like he does like to get goals, but he is also a liability in getting yellow cards and red cards. So for me, I'm going to put him on the gamble list. Next up, we have Palmer, who has to be a must buy if you don't already have him. You should already have him. If you don't, bring him into your team. You need him for this week. If anyone in Chelsea that's going to score points, it will be Palmer, as he's a penalty taker as well, set pieces. This goes on and on and on. Had an amazing season, and yeah, he's a must buy. Now next we have Chalobah. Now I'm going to put Chalobah in the gamble situation. Reason being because Gusto might be making a return, so Chalobah could be just starting one of those games in the double game week. So for me, I think I have to put him in the gamble category for that reason. Otherwise, I think he's a top player. If Gusto was not on the fringe or returning, because he didn't come on the last game, I would probably have Chalobah as a good transfer in. But at the moment, he's a gamble. And it's because I'm popping just no, even if we get team news for the first game, very likely he will be rested for the next game, maybe, and Gusto will be back into the team. So it is a gamble. Next up is De Bruyne. I think I have to put him as good transfer because Man City are fighting for the title and 3 games left to go, double game week, and De Bruyne will lead the charge in these games coming up to win the title like he has done in the past. So he is a great substitute for Salah, 73 million. But there are times when he will blank and then his partner in crime, Foden, will get the points instead. As we saw in the last 2 game weeks, 1 week De Bruyne scored points and 1 week Foden did. So it's really up in the air which one of them scores the points. Next up, we have Braithwaite. I'm going to put him in the optional settings. Not really someone who I'll be looking to go in for. 4.5 million. Single game, we can keep clean sheet and can also get a goal in set pieces. But for me, not someone who I'll be looking to bring in this game week. Next up, we have Cucurella. Now, I think he is more nailed on to start compared to Chalobah. So I'll put him on the good transfer list if you need a Chelsea defender. And yeah, and you know what? I need to put De Bruyne a bit higher up. Then actually, you know what? De Bruyne is a bit lower than Richarlison because of this price. Then we have Walker. I wouldn't be going in for Walker, but he is an optional player to have if you want to go have a differential compared to what most people are going in for this game week. So for that reason, I have to put him in optional, and I'm going to put him just above Matata because he's double game week. Now we have Petrovic for Chelsea as the keeper. Probably out of all the Chelsea double game week keepers, most likely going to keep a clean sheet is him. So I'm going to put him in the good transfer list as well, especially because there's not many double game week keepers that you want to have. You probably do not want to have Onana, in my opinion. Yes, he might make a lot of saves, but he could also let in a lot of goals. And just like the last game, he let in 4 goals. That's minus 2 points. Not really making points, are you? If you're letting in that many goals, and he was at fault for a lot of those goals. Like some of those goals should not really have been saved. For the type of caliber that you think you are, should be saving them. So yeah, I think Petrovic is a good transfer if you need to make a keeper transfer in urgent. But that is probably not one of the fires that you're looking to put out right now. Foden, now I think Foden is between a great transfer and a must buy. Because like I said earlier, him and De Bruyne literally have been switching over points over the course of the season. So 1 week Foden will score points, 1 week De Bruyne will. And I'm going to put him down as a great transfer. Not a must buy. Great transfer because I just don't think he always produces in every game. And yeah. And you can see some rotation maybe, but I don't think there will be any really because There's only 3 games left for them this season. No Champions League. They didn't play in the Champions League semi-finals, so they should be very well rested and ready to go. Now, Son has not been firing really well lately. He did get a goal in the last game. I'm going to put him in the good transfer list because he is going to be on penalties for Tottenham. The first game is probably the most likely way you expect to make most of his points. So I'm going to put him just above Madueke because of his penalties, really. Next up, we have Pedro Porro. At 5.8 million, I just don't think Pedro Porro is the one you should be going in for, really. So I'm going to put him in the optional category, and I'm going to put him below Walker. Next up, we have Dan Burn. I think Dan Burn will be a good transfer. He'll play both games. Could keep a clean sheet in the first game. Second game will be a lot harder, but more than capable of doing it. United are not in the best of forms right now, so yeah, I think Dan Burn is a good transfer to bring in. Then we have Isak. Now I think Isak has to be a must-buy. He's on form, really, getting goals. One home game, I expect him to get at least 2 goals in the first game. The second game, and I can see him getting a single goal in that game as well. So for me, a must-buy in your team. Next up, we have Guardiola, He's a good transfer for me. Great transfer, because he goes up the pitch on the left-hand side quite a bit and tries to get shots off. So can get you attacking returns and bonus points as he goes forward passing, gets up in the bonus points markers, and if he keeps a clean sheet, another bonus points there as well. So for me, a great transfer to bring in. Reason why Walker is an optional is because Guardiola is cheaper, and I just see him more nailed on. I can see Walker being rotated for one of the games. Now Gordon as well, I think is a great transfer. Loves playing at home. Man out of the way, big stage. He's a scouser after all, so I expect him to be up for that game as well. So I'm going to put him above Foden, really, because I think at 6.4 million, he is a great transfer. Next up, we have Jackson. Now, Jackson, I've always been slated Jackson off quite a bit because we have seen him throughout the season, but recently he has been getting better, finishing chances off and scoring some good goals. Last game, he got 2 goals and an assist, which gave him 17 or 16 points. I can't remember. Wish I had him on my team. I didn't believe in him, really. Other people did, and they had them in their team, and they are reaping the benefits. Playing a 3-man attack with Haaland, Jackson, and Isak, which is probably the best 3 attack you need to have right now. So, for me, I'm going to put Jackson above Foden as well. I think that he is needed in your team somehow if you can get him in. Right now, I don't think I can without doing multiple minuses. So for me, I'll have to pass. But if you need to, bring a new striker in to replace maybe Solanke or Watkins, Jackson is your man. Or even Nunez, if you held on to Nunez all this time. And next up, last but not least, we have the main man, Haaland, who went on a rampage last game week, scoring 21 points, and people captained him. Most people captained him. I think it was 80-70% people captained him, all reaped the rewards, and the people that didn't just got a little bit setback. But most people captained Palmer, so it was only really a 10-point loss, if they captain Haaland instead. So it's not that big of a loss, but still every little bit adds up, especially at this stage of the season. And with a double game week coming up, both away games, may I add. But it's the end of the title season. They're going for the title. I expect them to be going all out against Fulham. But Fulham are good at home, but I just expect City to roll them over with ease. And Haaland definitely being on that score sheet at least more than once. And then again, the Tottenham game, big game, is the game where Arsenal are hoping Man City will drop points because they're not going to drop points from the other games, in my opinion. And yeah, I think majority of the people will be captaining Haaland for this game week. So yeah, this is my transfer watch list for Gameweek 37. As you can see, there's players in all the categories mainly. Like from the great must buys and from the great transfers, there's two players I don't own, which is Guardiola and Jackson. I wish I had them in my team, but I don't. Guardiola I can't have in my team. Reason being is because I already have De Bruyne, Holland, and Foden in my team. I have three Man City players, which I can't. Is the reason why I can't have Guardiola, which is a mistake on my part. Because if I didn't have either Foden or De Bruyne, I would have Jackson as a third striker. But yeah, I gambled and it didn't pay off. I hope it pays off now though, because I'm carry on the gamble. Because I think most people do have Jackson in the team or look to bring him in. So yeah, let's switch over to the other segment now, the Q&As. There we go. So as you can see, I've got two reds in my team, which I need to sort out. Which is Maguire and Davis. Davis got injured in the last game before this, which was a letdown, and then Maguire got injured before he even played the game week. Like after the deadline got announced, literally a day before the game, that he got injured in training, and yep, that messed me up. So I had one less player playing really for that game week, so that cost me quite a bit. Trent only makes 0 points. How does you got a yellow card? Okay. Yeah, that was a bit of a letdown from Trent there that day. But yeah, there was one good thing that came out of last game week is in the challenge mode. Let me just let people know that last week I finished 89th in the world. I could have actually finished second if I used my Liverpool bias and I had Salah instead of De Bruyne. I could have finished second in the world. In the end, I finished 89th. Pretty proud of that personally. But it would have been better if I finished second. And I wish I did my Liverpool bias and played Salah instead of De Bruyne. Oh, man, that would have been amazing. But yeah, I'll try again next game week. Hopefully, I could do better than that. But I thought a lot more people are playing the challenge mode, but it doesn't look like there are. There's only 250,000 people playing. Hopefully next year people catch on. I'm hoping they're carrying this for next year. I'm actually having more fun playing the challenge mode than normal FPL mode. More normal FPL mode is like stress because you keep thinking about mistakes that you've done previous game weeks and how it's compounded to where you are now. And in challenge mode, every week's a fresh week, fresh start, fresh challenge. It's no stress really, You forget about it once the last week goes. But alright, let's get back to actual business at hand. To transfers. And I'll go make 2 free transfers, got 1.2 million in the bank. Like I rolled one of the transfers on. In hindsight, I should have made the transfer really. I should have just gone for Cucurella, what people were telling me to do, but I didn't. But yeah. And the reason why I'm doing my transfer, watching on this today is because tomorrow I'll go to a wedding. So I'm not going to be able to do a stream tomorrow. So my next stream will be the deadline stream on Saturday morning, which you lot can join me if you can to get some final deadline thingies. But I don't think I'm going to do my transfers today or even tomorrow. Probably wait till Saturday morning, get some team news of some of the games, some press conference information as well, which will help. But we have to get the business at hand and see who we need to bring in for this game week, really, and the next game week. Because as defenders, I need 2 new defenders, really, because I'm gonna play Trent, and then I have a choice: do I play Reguilon for a single game week or bring in 2 more new defenders in for Maguire and Davis for the double game week? Yeah. Or do I? Because I don't have enough money to buy Jackson, really, unless I play Reguilon. Is an away game at Bournemouth, which is not going to be an easy game personally. But he's performed like nearly every game week for me. He hasn't really let me down. Like, let me down 1 game week since I brought him in. So, yeah. Actually, I brought him in like a while back. So, So I need to make a choice really which way I'm going to be looking to go. But yeah, let's look at quick predictions. Defenders. So of course Guardiola's the number one pick point predictions. So Dunk as well. I didn't do what do you call it? The graphics for the Dunk properly in that. So he's got 2 game weeks, double game week, but 5.2 minutes is a bit steep as well. So that won't help me bring in Jackson if I were to bring in someone instead of Visa. But it's like, who would I drop from my midfield as well? Like, you know, I want Gordon, I want Palmer, I want Son, and then do I make a choice between Foden and De Bruyne? I'd rather not make that choice and ride them all 3 and keep Visa on the bench and get 2 new defenders. So I think that is the course of action that I need to take. I can't have Man City players. I can go for Tottenham players, but I just don't trust Tottenham right now. That's the thing. Like, I can't afford Pedro Porro in the first place. Maybe could have ordered Romero and Emerson Royale. That's me gambling heavily on Tottenham to do something in the first game and the second game. And the second game against Man City is going to be a very, very hard, tough game for them. So, yeah. It's like, it would have been easy to bring in Dallo, but it's just, well, I just don't see United getting anything in these next 2 games with the amount of injuries that they have in defence, with Quaresma playing in the centre back role with Evans. It just doesn't, it doesn't fill me with confidence to bring him in at all. I could literally go to the other end of the spectrum and go for Newcastle players and bring in. Actually, can't even bring Newcastle players in because I've already got 3 Newcastle players. So that's another reason why I can't go for Newcastle players. So I've got to make a choice basically to go with either Spurs or United. The two, like, if I go for one each, it's like me asking for 2 different results instead of asking for one result. So I'll go and make a choice between Spurs and United personally. I could go for Chelsea, but the thing with Chelsea is about minutes. So that Cucurella will be one, but I don't know why he's not on this list. He should be on this list. Chalobah, like I said in my earlier, Gusto could be returning, and his minutes could be limited. So that's the reason why Chalobah. Otherwise, I really like Chalobah at 4.3 million, a low differential, and with Chelsea's recent form, and Chelsea do like scoring a lot of goals against just the weaker teams. They do have a history of that during the season. But yeah. If there's anything you guys need help with your teams, please ask. I'm here to help. Let's have a quick look at the wildcard team that the team AI has and the free hit. So this is the free hit team: Dubravka, which I already have, Pedro Porro, Romero, Dunk, Son, Foden, De Bruyne, Palmer, Haaland, Isak, and Jackson. Garnacho, Evans, and then Memento. AI is telling me Spurs, but Spurs is Spursy, Like, I'm already regretting bringing Son in already. I wish I just stick with Salah. If I just stuck with Salah, I wouldn't have De Bruyne. Probably would have just had Foden, and I would have Jackson. Oh, you got, and you only got one free transfer, right? You made 100 points last week. But who you gonna drop if you like bring in Richarlison for Johnson? Who you dropping? Because that's the main question, in my opinion. Like, I don't see why you're doing a midfield or attack transfer really. Because they all got double game weeks. But regular. Oh, for bench boost. Okay. Okay, I get you. I say. Are you like that? Okay, Dallo, but the tough one, man. Like, cause like Gusto, like he could be back soon. Like he could play. You could get minutes. So Cucurella will guarantee play both games. Uh, Regulon is single game week away against Bournemouth. Um, and you're bringing in a double game week player in for him, which is Dunk. Um, Personally, I wouldn't go for Dunk. But it's not like you have a lot of choices because you only got three. You got three Newcastle players. Yep, three Newcastle players already. You got Dallo, Onana. Hmm. Are you going to do any minuses, or are you just going to do the one free transfer? Okay. I just don't think. Hmm. Yeah, because Johnson minutes is not guaranteed now because the Charleston's back. That's the thing. So, but Johnson can come on and get something, you know. Okay. I just don't think Dunk is the right defender to bring in because they got hard games. Because you got to think about so like next week as well. So you got to play Burns, Pedro Porro. Hmm. I think Gusto took. I think it. Oh man, because when is the next? Who's the next game? First game. So yeah, you're not gonna know the lineup. It's about what we know about Gusto, really, if he's gonna start or not. If he's not gonna be starting, then Cucurella is your man. You wanted him before as well. You told me to get him as well before last time. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Johnson. Because even with Charleston, like, we don't know exactly how many minutes is guaranteed as well. So I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't think it's like how much we don't know about the minutes that is guaranteed. So either Gusto to Cucurella or you regular on to Dunk. They're the two options you've got. So all right, I just say you go for wait basically till deadline. Maybe get some team news for Gusto. If Gusto's not going to be starting, then take him out for Cucurella. If he's going to be starting, then maybe yeah, then go take out regular for Dunk. But then last game we could be playing what? Power against Sheffield. Okay, yeah, you wanted for that. Dallas against Brighton last game, no? Yeah, Brighton at home, away. And then they've got Brentford away. Brentford away is not be an easy game either. Hopefully I can get tickets for that game. Yeah, not the best of information I can give you, man. Did you got up a rank at least last week? You did. That's good. Oh, you didn't. You went down again. It's crazy how you can get more than average points and still go down. That's mad. Mm. All right, man. Anything else you want help with, let me know, man. Like, anyone else? I see other people watching me. If there's any help you guys need, let me know, man. I wish I could bring a new class, but I can't. You're right.
The game today?
No, on Saturday. But I can't do my stream tomorrow because I'm been wedding in it. This week, I was starting by this week's team yet. Literally done nothing. I haven't looked at it really bad. Uh, I'll do that literally like hour before the game. Like even last week, I did it hour before the game, man. Like no even an hour, 10 minutes before the game, and that's what probably messed me up. Like 89 to the world, man. It's not like I'm thinking that's pretty good, you know. If I just gone with my bias and went with Liverpool player, so Salah instead of De Bruyne, I would have finished second in the world. So that would have been good. Leverkusen, yeah, they played today. I'm not watching them no more because it's just teasing myself because, like, you know, because I wanted him at Liverpool and he's not coming. And then getting slot. So yeah, yeah, you know, it's insane, isn't it? I finished second, bro. I could have finished second in the world. Like, I was so pissed off with myself, man. It's like all I had to have was fucking Salah in my team, and like, I fucking made the wrong mistake, man. Well, yeah, look, because for me to finish first in the world, it had to be more than one transfer. Because I'm like, you know, but if I just had Salah, I would have finished second. This guy finished first, like, because he had Meduiki as well on his team. That Meduiki, I was thinking about him so much, but he would have to be for Gakpo, you know. I don't think I would have done that. I'm only saying Salah because that's the only realistic one that I would have done. But you still get a prize for second though, you know? Like I wanted the prize. Yeah, because look, like I'm not I'll miss out on a side shirt, but I still get something, you know? I could use that like as a you know. There is, look, second place, bro. Second, third. So yeah, man. Man, I was it would have been good. It would have been good. And you get end. No way. Uh, it's just can't keep thinking about it, you know. Um, but yeah, man, I came so close, man, so close. I should just had my bias and went with bloody De Bruyne, Salah. Because I firmly believe if I went with Salah, I would have needed bit more money. I probably would not have Trent in my team. I probably would have had Robertson or maybe someone else. You know, you don't get to choose. It's random. Yeah, like if I got Pickford, I would have had to sell it, man. Guaranteed. Yeah, it's very weird. You know, like you wouldn't want to get like a. But if I won, like if you had a choice, um, it would be probably Salah. It have to be Salah, man. Um, Van Dijk, Trent, Allison. Yeah. Oh, he's a future star, but like you know, like as a Liverpool fan, I can't be asked. I can't be like be getting a Man City size shirt, you know. But yeah. Oh man. Oh, got up in value, but like thing is really this because it's signed so many shirts these days as well. It's crazy. Like apparently, like Klopp has all he's been doing in the last few like weeks is all signing stuff really, like constantly signing stuff. So like, it's crazy how like many people get signed stuff. No, I've got no chips, man. All my chips are used, fortunately. Um, so if I go for United, but I don't want to go for United, man. Right, I have to go for Spurs, man. I can't go for Pedro Porro because I can't afford him. So it'll be Romero. Who are they playing? Who else are they playing? That's Cucurella, yeah. Add Cucurella. Yeah, I was right, 4.9. Call for Dallo. Because Cole could be returning soon as well. That's another thing. It's just a minutes is just not guaranteed, man. He played 7 minutes for the last game, but don't see him get game time. I think I'm gonna have to gamble with Chalobah, man. I think I might have to. Yeah. I think they're the two transfers I'll have to do. I just don't trust Tottenham, man. I just don't trust them at all. At all. Like, defensively, they're just naive, letting goals like it's nothing. Corners, set pieces. Well, it's crazy to think that Chelsea have far superior form than Spurs. If you look at Slight, that's not bad, you know. Like one loss in the last 13 game weeks, 12 game weeks. Compare that to like Tottenham, man. Like, it's a joke, man. It's up. It's two home games, but yeah, I just don't see them keep a clean sheet. Tottenham. But if I go for Tottenham, who can I go for? I can only go for like Van der Ven. It just doesn't seem like a defender that's gonna give me attacking returns. Mm. But yeah. Mm. Alright, for now I'm gonna leave. Actually, let me quickly have a look at the price changes. I don't want to get caught up. It doesn't really matter, but still. Cucurella maybe going up tonight. Chalobah maybe. Do you think I'll choose more transfers now? But it's the second game, you know. Like Burnley are fighting for relegation battle as well. Like fate battle, but like where is it? All right, they got a small bit of hope, tiny bit, but they're more or less out. They'll try their best to win that first game. And Spurs being Spurs, they could give Burnley that hope because I can see Forest losing to Chelsea. Where is that game? So let's do kickoff. That game that Forest won last week was so important. Whoa. Whoa. What a game would that be, bro? What a game. Like, if Burnley win against Spurs, Chelsea win, final day of the season, Burnley against Forest, Burnley win, they stay up. Forest, oh man, that could be nuts, bro. That's absolutely nuts. But of course, like Luton can do it themselves. They play West Ham. West Ham probably want to give a better send off to Devin Moyes because he's leaving. And then they play Luton. Play the last game of the season is Fulham, where they probably would want to try and win. So yeah, so this is just gave me another reason not to put in Tottenham players in. Yeah. Yeah. If they are like they improve next season, then they'll be good. You know, it'll be better if they get a few more signings, improve the team, then yeah. But if they don't do that like they did this because they didn't really spend much money on the team. They spent money on trying to rebuild the stadium to make it up to date with standards because they have to be at a certain standard to play in the Premier League. They spent quite a bit, I think it was like 20, 30 million on that. Didn't sign any players. Hopefully they sign players next year. But if they stay up. Big if. But yeah. It's looking like for me it's gonna have to be Cucurella and Chalaba. Don't see anyone else really for me. But yeah. For the single game week, like Crystal Palace might be good because they've been improving under the new management. So would have been a good single game week. Yeah. Bashido plays all the games, doesn't he? Yeah. But he's not going to get any attacking returns, really. That's the problem. And you know what? I'm just going to do my transfer today. Because what? I'll be left with 0.6. What am I going to do with that 0.6 next week? One free transfer I have. 6.9, maybe key. We've won a big Saka back in. Don't think of that. Still can't afford him though anyway. If further price goes up, then maybe I could afford him. That'd be sick. much did I buy it for? If it goes up in price, I still don't get it. God damn. Isak, maybe. What if I change to Rocket the last game of the season? What is it? Crystal Palace away. Brr. Could change the Chelsea defender. Yeah. I just couldn't be asked, bro. Like, I got back from work late, and I just wanted to chill and watch the game. You know, yeah. I will start doing my streams again. I just need to get a proper full-on camera, proper like setup, and then like, I'll make sure I'll do that for next season. Guaranteed. I'll have a new setup, so that way I can have my phone. Because right now, like, I'm not quite using my phone. It was a good game, very good game. Like, I didn't see the Tottenham goals because I went downstairs for a smoke. I missed the first goal they scored, saw the second goal they scored. But Elliot's goal was amazing. Had a good game, to be fair. Gakpo playing good as well, as usual. There's recent news about Nunes, like taking all his little pictures off his Instagram. Doesn't help the cause at all. Yeah, right now it's like we're just playing games, giving Klopp a good send off. We don't know what the future holds. We're in a bit limbo. We don't know how Slot is gonna be. So yeah, he was electric, but like what you also saw in that game was when they like Liverpool changed Endo off, so there was no defensive cover for the Liverpool defense. Is the reason why Tottenham got in so easily, and then once the shape got settled in, Tottenham struggled. But yeah, um, if we can sell him for a decent price, then I wouldn't mind him going. But we have to like somehow like get him to work because he does have the potential. The potential is there. Like he just has to improve his finishing and his calmness, like a lot. Like, and maybe this new manager could do it for him, but maybe not. You know, and if the manager don't think he can get the best out of him, then yeah, he can move on, and we have to take probably a loss as well because I don't think we will get the money that we paid for him. Because we paid like 60 million for him up front, and then the rest of add-ons. And of course, if we sell him, he don't meet the add-ons. If we can sell him for about 40 million, maybe 30 million, I'd be happy with that. To use that money to reinvest on a new striker, really. Because you look at Isak, deadly. Look at Mateta being deadly. But like Mateta weren't doing great before under new management, but has come on fire with new management. So wait till what the manager sees, like in training, his work rate. I'll rate Gakpo higher because he's consistent. Like he doesn't have the attributes that Nunes has because he doesn't have Nunes' pace, but he makes up with it with his football intelligence and overall team play. You know, but yeah, like if he had Nunes' gift, Gakpo would be amazing. But I think Gakpo is a player that has won me over the short time that he's been here, and yeah, like he has Gakpo has tried to make the Firmino role himself. Like, it's not no one's like to replace Firmino is going to be really, really hard. But he's trying to do his best. And like, you can see sometimes when he's been put out on the left, he's not as effective, doesn't get involved in the game. Um, because like the way Liverpool play, you need to have pace on the left and the right. His best position, personally for me, for Liverpool, is ST. Drops it to the midfield. You know, helps out with the build-up play. Like he produced the assist for Salah. That was when he was playing on the left. It was a great ball to him. Yeah, but I just think Gakpo, he's a player that wants to improve, who's hungry to improve. You know, he looks like he cares about the club, and like he knows, like not blaming anyone else for his shortcomings. He's just trying to get better every game. I see improvements. You know, so yeah, I rate Gakpo higher. Initially, I didn't, but for what we paid, we didn't pay much for him, 35 million. Premier League side, um, think Tottenham. He's a Tottenham type of player. Just has the ability, but doesn't have the consistency really. Because I can probably say the reason why Liverpool did not win the league this year, it's not because of Klopp. It's because Nunes. He missed many, many chances in many, many games. In games that ended in draws and in games that we lost, where he should have scored. And in the end of the day, we needed at least 15 to 20 goals from him this season in the Premier League, and he couldn't do it. So, yeah. I wish we could, but Everton can't afford nothing. They're broke, man. They're broke. They're going under administration soon. Probably get more points deducted next year because of the administration. The team that's trying to buy the people that are trying to buy him 777. They're a fraud company. Like they got 65 charges recently, like done. So nah, Everton can't afford it, man. But yeah, I'm done with the stream, bro. I'll see you on Saturday morning. Do you think I should do my transfer now or wait till the deadline? Because right now I'm thinking about Cucurella and Chalaba. That's the only reason why I'm thinking. All right. I'm done for today. Thank you guys for joining me for my stream. My transfer watch along that was earlier. Transfer watch this, sorry. And hope you enjoyed the stream. If you're watching this again on a repeat, thank you for watching it. I'll see you guys next time on my deadline stream, which is gonna be 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. Hopefully, I come back a-okay from my wedding, from my mate's wedding. And yeah, hopefully I join you on Saturday. And see you guys next time. See you later, guys. See ya.